Get your scuba gear on. Let's go swim with the dolphins.
Oh, here they come! Dolphins are totally adapted to their environment. They have nothing to do but swim and play all day. They have massive brains. They're incredibly intelligent. If dolphins want insurance, they choose High House.
High House Insurance don't pay to be on comparison websites, so your premiums are better value. Try us and see. Call 606 552. High House, local reliable insurance. High Street, Selsey.
Hi and welcome once again to Selsey Internet Radio. My name's Keith Barnes, and in the programme this week we have Pratt with What's On. Dennis Cowan talks to Lyn Reeve about the Smugglers' Day. We have a recipe from Keith's Kitchen. Dennis talks to Tracy from Local Life, the new magazine. And following up the rear, but no less important than anybody else, is our dear old friend Giles Peare with his gardening tips. Because I couldn't be here in the studio this week, multi-talented sound engineer and songmaster Dennis Cowan has jumped into the hot seat and he'll be doing the interviews. So, Dennis, who's your first guest in the studio today?
We have Pratt and What's On. And Jean, what is on?
Oh, hello Dennis. Quite a lot actually. Now on Monday, the 23rd of February, the Royal British Legion Ladies are meeting at the Town Hall at 2:15. New members are welcome. For more information, contact the chairman, Giles Peare, 601 426. Now it's a real treat Monday evening. The film that the Selsey Cinema Club are showing this evening is Mr. Turner. It explores the last quarter century of the great eccentric British painter J.M.W. Turner. Affected by the death of his father, he forms a close relationship with a seaside landlady, living with her in Chelsea. He was a member of the Royal Academy of Arts, a dedicated artist, even having himself strapped to the mast of a ship so that he could paint a snowstorm. He is a person you either hate or love, and to find out more about him, go along to the Town Hall, where the tickets can be bought for £5 at the door, or you can get them before that from the Town Hall, or even online.
Good.
Now on Tuesday the 24th of February, the VIPs, the Visually Impaired People's Club, have their meeting at Hanover Close Lounge, 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. Transport is door to door for meetings and outings. Contact Selsey Venture Bus by calling 605 115. If you know someone who has problems with their sight, could you please tell them about the club? Further details from Judy Smith, 606 995, or Jill Erickson, 601 628. On Wednesday the 25th, this is to remind any gentlemen who are listening that Selsey now has its own group of men in sheds called the Woodcarvers. It's a place where men can meet and socialise and get to know each other in a shed. They meet every Wednesday in the Scout Hut in School Lane from 10 till 4. Why not go along and find out more about it? Everyone is welcome. Also on Wednesday there is carpet bowls at Medmerry School in School Lane. They meet on Wednesday and Thursday evening at 7 and again on Sunday at 9:30 and 3 p.m. Non-members are welcome. For information, call Sylvia Cox 681 663 or Annette Islet 606 227. On Wednesday evening, the 25th, the Selsey Community Choir is back and is in the Town Hall from 7 to 8:30 p.m. The cost is £18 for 6 weeks, payable on the first week. Matt Hoff is choral leader. It is songs you love to sing, and there is no experience necessary. Just go along and have fun. Thursday the 26th of February, the Manhood Trefoil Guild will be celebrating Thinking Day, and Rosie Bill will be talking about her First World War search. Non-members welcome. Meetings are at the Selsey Centre 7:15, and for more information contact Mary Collins 602 849. Friday the 23rd of February, the University of the Third Age meet at the Selsey Centre 2 for 2:30, and their speaker this month is Bill Gage. Now he's going to be talking about the history of railways in West Sussex. For more information can be found about this University of the Third Age, go on their website, selseyu3a.org.uk. Friday the 27th of February, Derby and Joan Club will be in St Peter's Church Hall, 2 till 4. Go along and have a cup of tea and a game of bingo. For more information, call Jill Evenden, 604 187. Now on Saturday the 28th of February, the Cat and Rescue Centre have a rehoming day from 12 till 2. So if you're thinking of getting a pet, I'm sure there would be one there that could be just the right one for you. Also on Saturday the 28th of February, the Venture Club, adjacent to the co-op, have a garage sale from 9 till 12. And also the Selsey Scouts charity shop is open in School Lane from 10 till 12. Here is a reminder that on Sunday and Wednesday, weather permitting, Selsey Model Boat Club meet at East Beach Pond from 10 till noon. The first Sunday of the month is race day. Contact Chris 601 550 for more information. And that's all for this week now.
Well, thank you for that, Jean and Dennis. I would just like to add my two penneth here and say, if you are thinking of joining the choir, you couldn't have more fun than working with Matt Hoff. Apart from being a very talented musician, actor, singer, he's an absolute scream to work with, and it just makes you enjoy everything you're doing. So if you're really thinking about joining the choir, get down there and have some fun. Now, who else have you got in the studio with you today, Dennis?
And in the studio, on this day that is like Moonfleet, we have Lyn Reeve talking on Smugglers Day, which is on Sunday, the 24th of May. And hello, Lyn.
Hello, Dennis.
What are you going to tell us about now?
Well, Smugglers Day. Smugglers Day started as a small little plan. After D-Day last year was such a success, we thought about having it once a year. Unfortunately, we can't have a D-Day once a year, so we needed a theme. So I was looking around at the history of Selsey and found out that Selsey's got a big smuggling theme to it somewhere. The history of Selsey and smugglers is quite big. The Hawkhurst gang were here. 2 of them were hanged on Selsey Bill.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I think they buried a customs officer alive here somewhere.
I think we know where he is.
See him daily. But yes, and it's got a big smuggling theme. So, and I thought smugglers and pirates. So every year we're planning to do a Smugglers and Pirates Day. Now, this started out as a small thing, and it's grown and grown and grown. I'm now under the wing of Selsey Business Partnership, who have kindly agreed to take it on board, and they're going to be helping me and assisting me in any way they can to do this thing, along with a variety of other people. If anybody wants to be a part of it, then please get hold of Steve Saunders of Selsey Life or myself at Tupney Rice, and we'll see what we can do to put you in the right direction. We want lots of helpers, we want lots of volunteers. The day itself, we're talking about a great big pirate show. Yeah. The Grayling Theatre from Portsmouth are coming down with some actors. We have Captain Jack Sparrow from Cardiff coming along. He's a Johnny Depp lookalike.
Oh, I must get hold of Johnny.
Yes. And he's, I wish you could. That would be fantastic. We're going to try and get him to walk the plank. Do you think we can have Johnny Depp walk the plank?
Oh, he'd do it any day.
He would he? Yeah, he could do it for me any day, yeah, Dennis. So we've got Captain Jack Sparrow coming down. And we've also got Bill Sykes and the dog. He's coming in. Yeah. He lives in, James Waterfield lives in the village now, and he's coming along. And lots of actors and actresses coming along, playing Ladies of the Night and all sorts of things. Victorian. Yeah. Victorian theme to it, but then the smugglers were a Victorian era, so that's why.
Is the Bill Sykes character, is he one who sort of works on the Medway as well?
Yes, he does work on the Yes, yeah. He does.
Yeah, he's that particular show, that Dickens festival.
Yeah, he's a yes, he does. He's a fantastic character. Yeah. I think he was on the television just this week as well, doing something at Portsmouth, painting, and the Princess of Kent was there doing the painting with him or something on the wall. Yeah, a good character. Lots of them are. We do want other characters coming up, so if you want to dress up for that day, that would be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, you're nicking all my questions, Lyn. Go
Sorry.
on. Yes, carry on.
If anybody wants to have a stall, I'm terrible when I get going. I can't shut up. If anybody wants a stall on that day, please come and see us. We can arrange for you to have a little stall and sell your wares. Okay, Dennis, what did you want to ask me?
Well, it says who's organising and funding it.
Okay.
Funding it? Yeah.
Funding it. Funding's a good point. We have had some donations from various shops. One Stop have given us a good donation. Yeah, so we've had some good things coming in from people. We are still on the lookout for funding. We estimate that it's going to cost us about £4,000 to put this on, and we're maybe halfway there, so we are still looking for funding. Anybody out there that wants to put their hand in their pocket, please do so. It's in a good cause. The aim of it is to raise the profile of Selsey. So, you know.
It says here, what help do you need?
Oh, loads.
Loads of help.
Loads of help. People to dress up, mainly, to act as characters. Things for the children to do, soft play or whatever. If we can get that in there somewhere, that would be good. We've got a fun fair coming along, that would be fantastic. But as far as help is concerned, it will mainly be entering into the spirit of the day, I think. Or we need lots of marshals for the road closure.
Yeah.
That's a thing. Yeah, we've got to have 30 marshals in place. So we're looking for people that wouldn't mind doing 3-hour stints, you know, along a stretch of road somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just for 3 hours.
Is that how long the...
No, the whole thing's going all day. It's an all-day road closure up until about 10 o'clock at night, I think. And we're going to put some musicians on the stage up there in the evening. Dennis, we're looking for musicians on the stage in the evening. So there you go. Yeah. You could maybe help there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Where are these musicians? Come on, you lot in Selsey.
Yeah, come on, let's have you.
Get your fingers out.
Let's be having you.
Yeah.
You can get up on the stage there and play to your heart's content.
Yeah.
That'd be good. And that'll be for the evening, for the finale thing. So that'll be good. And throughout the day.
Well, the finale is quite an important part.
It's a very important part for me.
And these kids should get a little bit of idea of having some fun.
That's what we're about.
Stop playing about with these iPods and get out there.
Yeah.
And find out what smugglers did, even if your dad was one.
Yeah.
So
I think there's going to be a smugglers trail through the village, the way that we did the way that Janet from the florist did the Christmas one.
Yeah.
She did a trail. I think there's going to be a smugglers trail through the village, and that would be quite interesting. I think you have to find something in every shop to do with a smuggler.
Yeah, did that go well at Christmas?
I think it really did for Janet. I think she had a really good time with it. She thoroughly enjoyed it. And again, in the way of helping anybody that can think of anything else for the children to do and wants to come along and organise it, that would be fantastic. So as a business partnership, are grateful for all and any help, I have to say that. And it seems to me that Selsey itself really, really wants this to happen. They want this excuse for this party every year. So let's give it to you. Let's do it. Let's have a bit of fun.
Yeah. Because apparently we've got a Facebook website.
Yes.
Have we got a phone number?
You've got two.
For more info.
Yes, thank you. You've got Selsey Business Partnership website itself. You can reach us on there. You've got Selsey Events, which is another one that you can reach us on. And my phone number. I'll give you my phone number on there. Here you go. Right. 07 969 905 402.
Right. Take it down, listeners.
07 969 905 402.
Right. No excuses there. Should be around.
Get loads of phone calls now, won't I?
Yes. Indeed, yes.
Loads of phone calls.
Again, and that's Sunday the 24th of May in the High Street. So come on, listeners, give Lyn your support and make it a day to remember, because that way Moonfleet will live on. Okay, Lyn, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you.
Super to see you again.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And in case you hadn't guessed, that's the lovely Lyn Reeve there telling us about what's going to happen on Smugglers' Day. And now it's that time once again. Well, welcome once again to Keithy's Kitchen. And today's recipe is none other than braised chicken in tomato and red wine sauce. And these ingredients will serve 4 people. And this is what you need. 4 chicken legs, approximately 1100 grams. 400 grams of chicken breast fillets. 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Some salt, some pepper, 2 onions, 350 grams of carrots, 2 garlic cloves, 150 grams of celery, 2 tablespoons of flour, 150 ml of Chianti, 250 ml of chicken stock, 2 tins of peeled tomatoes in sauce, some sugar, 2 teaspoons of oregano, 1 jar of green olives stuffed with almonds, and 1 bunch of mixed herbs, and a ciabatta with olives. And this is what you do. You rinse off the chicken legs and fillets and pat dry with a kitchen towel. Sauté the chicken in 1 tablespoonful of hot oil, portion by portion. Season with salt and pepper and take out of the pan and set to one side. And you peel the onions, the carrots and the garlic and wash the celery. Chop the onions and the garlic and slice the celery and the carrots. Fry the vegetables in the rest of the oil and dust them with flour. Stir to thicken for 1 to 2 minutes, then pour in the wine and stock. Add the tomatoes and sauce to the pan and break up the tomatoes with a spatula. Give them a good old smash down. Season with salt and pepper and the oregano and a pinch of sugar. Add the chicken and leave to simmer for approximately 30 minutes. Drain the olives, tear the leaves off the fresh herbs and roughly chop. Place the ciabatta in the preheated oven and bake for 8 to 10 minutes at 220 degrees centigrade, or 200 in a fan-assisted oven, gas mark 7 in old money. Season the tomato sauce to taste, add the olives, sprinkle with the herbs and serve with the ciabatta. And it's as simple as that. What a lovely sounding dish. And by my reckoning you should have about 500ml of the Chianti left in the bottle, so pour yourself a glass of that and set to. Right, that's it for this week folks. I look forward to seeing you again in the future. Bye for now. We go back over to the studio now to find out what Dennis is up to. What are you doing there, Dennis?
Today we are looking at Selsey Local Life, a brand new magazine which I have in front of me. It looks quite lovely, it does jokes, etc. And we have Tracy, who actually did this. So over to you, Tracy, tell us about it.
Hi everybody. I've had a magazine in the Wittering and Bracklesham area now for the past 11 months and it's taken off really, really well. Everybody's really pleased with it and really enjoys reading it. And we had a look at what happens in Selsey and we realised that we could help with the Selsey area and get some messages across to your community in Selsey as to what's happening in your area and to help the local businesses to advertise in a inexpensive manner to try and keep the work for them as local as they can to help keep their costs down. So our first issue was in February. We really enjoyed doing the publication. We've really enjoyed meeting all the business people in Selsey and also meeting all of the community groups over here in Selsey. You have a lot going on and it's fantastic to be able to share that and help in that for as much as we can.
Right, you already have an existing magazine in Wittering. How did that start?
That started because the old magazine, the Local Rag, unfortunately stopped being published when...
Local Rag, I love that.
It's a great name. When Castle Printers stopped being around. And we noticed for a couple of months that the magazine was no longer about and we missed it. When we moved into the area, we used the magazine and the people within the magazine a lot. And we missed knowing what was going on in the village. So I, having worked in advertising sales for years, my other half Keith, who's a graphic designer and owns a print company, it made sense that we took up the mantle and started a new community magazine for Witterings and the Bracklesham.
Yeah, because Selsey already have a Selsey Life magazine, don't they? So this was quite a challenge to you.
It is. I mean, Selsey Life is a great magazine. It's very well established and has been here for a very long time. But we believe that Selsey is a large enough community with a lot of things going on, and one magazine won't have the opportunity to be able to cover all of the events that you have going on over here. And we're very different from Selsey Life. We're A5, not A4. We're very colourful. We have lots and lots of information in our magazine, not just local information, but we have a seaside traditions section. We have a local live section where we highlight the life of a local personality every month. We have jokes, we have quizzes, we have lots and lots of different articles to Selsey Life.
Yes, I was looking at these. Did you know? Did you know what? Local events, yes. Poems, oh yes. Local groups, local history, riddles. Give me a riddle. Right, back to you, Tracy.
Thank you.
Yes, so we do know now what Local Life has to offer, and you're offering something new and something additional.
That's right, yes. Something additional to what you already have over in Selsey. So you've got a large enough community over here, so I think there's lots of room for 2 magazines.
Yeah, and what date do you publish this each month?
It goes out the second week of the month. Selsey Life is distributed the first week, and we didn't want to put 2 magazines through everybody's door in the same day because it would just be boring for people. So we distribute ours the second week of the month so that everybody's read their Selsey Life and they're ready for something new.
Yeah, when you're doing magazines like this, is it a massive responsibility and a massive challenge?
It is.
Because you have to pack so much in.
That's right.
And then you have to actually anticipate how many people are actually going to fill the pages.
You do indeed, yes,
so
every month.
That must be one hell of a thing to sort of achieve.
It is. It's hard work. I'm lucky in the Witterings now in that a lot of it is self-feeding. And with the Selsey book, because we're new, it's still a lot of hard work going around and speaking to everybody, convincing everybody that we are going to be able to help them with whatever they want help with doing. But it's also great fun. I'm so lucky. I really do.
Yeah, have fun with these things. Because another question is it delivered to the homes or is it a collect? And which shops actually stock it in Selsey? What's the answer to that one?
We deliver it through the letterboxes of 3,000 homes, and it's also available to be collected in the Selsey off licence and High House insurance offices.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, that's like sort of 3 corners of a triangle there. The quality is absolutely super on this. So
thank you.
Do give you points on that. Absolutely super.
Thank you very much. It's important to us that it is a high quality publication. And although it's free to all of the readers, we like to feel that everything in there is of high resolution, it's colourful, it's fun to read. So people actually do want to pick it up and read it and use the local advertisers when they need their services, because without the advertisers we wouldn't have a magazine.
Oh, no.
And we wouldn't be able to help the community in a way that we feel is very important.
Yeah, and I should imagine your think tank is trying to get ahead of it each time.
It is, yes.
Coming up with something new.
It can get very confusing because while everybody's thinking about the month of February that they're in, I'm already thinking of March and April.
Yeah.
And I can get a bit confused at which month I'm in at times.
I do agree. Is there anything else we should know, Tracy, about what you do in this magazine?
Well, really, I just want people to support the magazine. If they have any events going on that they would like some publicity for, let me know. Just give me a ring or send me an email.
Right, that's it. We're on this. So, who to contact now? Give us some contact details.
Yes, of course. You can call me on my landline, which is 01243 699 401. My mobile is 07557 302 137, or you can email me on info@localife.net. So that's local life, but with only one L in the middle.
One L in the middle.
One L in the middle.
Yeah, that sounds good. It sounds good. And what kind of other plans have you got for this? Besides, I suppose you've really got plenty of work on your hands as it is, but you must have some ideas for us.
Oh, yes, we've got lots and lots of ideas. We've just, in the Witterings, we've just set up what we call the Local Business Alliance. I know you already have something similar over here in Selsey, but we didn't have anything in the Witterings. So we've set that up to be able to do things like bring the carnival back and enter the villages in Britain in bloom and bits and pieces like that to make the village fun again.
Yeah.
And we want to get involved more in what you have going on over here in Selsey. So we'd like to help out with your Smugglers Day that you've got planned coming up, when you have your carnivals, anything like that. We'd love to get involved in. We just love being part of the community. It's really important to us. And we think that down here on the peninsula, we're very lucky in that we still have a community, whereas a lot of small villages and towns have lost that.
Yeah.
We're very lucky. We do have it, and we want to try and do everything we can to keep that.
Yeah. Do you get those smugglers, get those spades out, find out what they're doing? There's got to be some still at it. Especially in Selsey.
Oh, I wouldn't like to comment on that.
Yeah. But this magazine, yes, it's obviously very good. And so you people out there should get a look at this Local Life, pop in at these shops that Tracy has already mentioned and grab yourself a copy because it's quite nice. There may be others, but this one's quite nice. So, Tracy, a final word from you.
Just Please support us. Let us know any information that you have of any events, any fundraising events, if you're starting new clubs, if you've got existing clubs. If you want to advertise to the local people of the area, then please just get in contact.
Most welcome, that bit.
Yes, definitely. We offer free ad designs, so you wouldn't even have to pay to have an advert designed. Anything at all that we can do to help anybody in the Selsey area, please get in contact.
Right, thank you. And that was Tracy of Selsey Local Life. And we will talk to her again when she's absolutely riding out on these carnival things as the Queen. So, off we go. Goodbye for now.
Thank you to Dennis and Tracy there. I would just like to say that in this first copy of Selsey Local Life that's in the shops now, as it were, you will see a full-page advert for a cabaret evening that's coming up on the 7th of March at the Town Hall. Now, I have to tell you, as I predicted, the tickets are very nearly all gone. There are about 12 left as of today, and they are all expected to be gone by midweek. So if you were thinking that you might just pop along on the night and buy tickets for that, you could be unlucky. So get yourself down to High House Insurance and get your tickets. There are only a few left, and I wouldn't like you to be disappointed. And we go across now for our final item of this week to our dear old friend and legendary broadcaster Giles Peare for some tips on what we should be thinking about doing around the garden for this time of year. Giles.
Hello there, hi there, how are you keeping? All right?
Not too bad at all, sir.
Well, you're looking very well.
Thank you very much.
That's all that matters. Yeah, nice to be back. Weather is very unpredictable this time, as we all know. Very, very unpredictable. But in addition to, we're getting on a bit later on a bit now, in addition to snowdrops, we can start looking for crocuses, aconites and primroses any time from now on. Again, dependent on weather, obviously, I don't keep saying that. And the other thing is, of course, you'll find the first few daisies coming through in the lawns, which I know some people hate them, but I personally like them.
I don't mind them, I have to say.
But
I can't convince my wife to let me leave
No, a
them.
lot of people, it's
a
very divisive subject, because myself, I don't think it'd do a lawn any harm. I think it looks nice, in other words.
Yeah, I don't mind.
But it's a personal thing, and a lot of people who say don't want them.
Yeah, the only thing is that the wife moans because to get the daisies there, you've got to leave the grass a certain length.
Yeah, that's why.
She likes
you
it
do.
cut shorter than that. So.
Yeah, well, of course, the only thing is, of course, you will get them anyway on the corners and in the borders. You will get them apart from the lawn.
Yeah,
they will come up somewhere because they're pretty profuse. Honey lambing is in full swing now, which is nice to see on the when you're out driving in the countryside, and in the hedges. One of the first leaves that are actually protruding, daring to come out now, are wild honeysuckle leaves.
Really?
They're the one of the first leaves to appear, and they will be appearing any time now. Yeah. Roundabout now, I mean. I can't say when, but roundabout. So they're one of the first to appear. Yeah. If you've got any spring or summer clematis, this is a good time to give it a good prune. Well, I say a light prune, not a heavy prune, but this is a good time of year to do it for the spring or summer ones. And then they're all ready to take off again, obviously, then in due course. And if you've got any hellebores, cut the old foliage away, any that's looking a bit rough, and apply a nice mulch, compost mulch around the base. And also, hellebores do send out quite often little seedlings round about. So if you want to pot them up and replant them on, do that now. And also it's worth purchasing some, I always say, certified potatoes, because no good taking the cheap way out with seed potatoes and getting some that are not recognised properly. You need to get a proper variety, depending obviously what you want, and make sure they're in good quality. And now's the time to start what I call chitting them, putting them in a cool, light place where you turn them, and then you turn them on the side where the shoots will come up, and then you leave them there, obviously, till you plant them. They chit, the sprouts will start. Sprouts. I'm not a drink, the sprouts will start coming.
You've been too much planning.
Yeah, the sprouts will start coming on the potatoes, ready, for planting later on. And It's a good idea to always have a few wallflowers in the garden. I love wallflowers around. They're very sweet smelling. And also, it's also a fact that spring flowers need partners.
Very good.
Excuse my wicked sense of humour. But sow some, or keep some if you have any mussels or cockles. Keep the shells broken up, because they'll make very good crocks if in your pots for drainage purposes.
Oh, yeah.
They're very good for that, very good indeed.
Well, we should be able to find a few shells.
Yeah, and we can find some even if you don't eat them here, yeah. And also, it's a good idea now to start collecting some stakes if you're growing peas or runner beans, whatever you're growing. Start looking around now, and sort of collecting up the stakes ready for when you're going to need them, because you don't want to go rushing out at the last minute. Either they'll be sold or they won't. They're quite hard to get sometimes.
Yes, indeed.
And with the peas, which are short little things, you can probably go out and round and about and get some, cutting them off off trees or whatever, not trees, bushes, because they only need little stakes, peas anyway.
Too long, do they?
So anyway, it's a good idea to do that now. Yes, that'll be a good excuse to get out and about.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, I'll see you soon.
Okay then, Giles. Thanks very much now.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for this week, except for to remind you about our monthly Pick and Mix show. And this month's show, which goes out on Monday, Dennis Cowan talks to legendary sax player Lyle Jenkins. So don't forget to tune in for that. And on that note, I'd like to say thank you to Dennis Cowan for presenting the show this week, and also for doing the sound. And a great big thank you to John Fletcher for planning and producing the podcast, and to our contributors Jean, Lynn, Tracy and Giles. This is Keith Barnes saying thanks for joining us, and see you again soon. Bye-bye now. Bye.